Joe Biden finally exited the race. Joe is out and Kamala is in. Kamala have taken over the race of presidency. Now let's see what happens. We so far have seen that Joe was insistent that he will stay in the race and very adamant that he will not exit the race even after embarrassing 27th June debate where he couldn't even complete a sentence and he did murmur and he cracked his sentence a lot. He couldn't speak properly. Whole world began laughing that this is President of United States. Whole world was laughing that media so far used to say that Joe Biden is very stable and competent and very fit. This facade of Joe Biden being a great man mentally and physically all came down. But still he had chance to change the table. But unfortunately he made it worse. In NATO summit early July, he said President of Ukraine Vladimir Putin and Vice President of United States Donald Trump. This was laughable at any cost. It is beyond the belief. He even crossed the limit of comedy done by Bill Clinton. He is so funny that everyone does not consider United States seriously anymore. And then fell assassination of Donald Trump. This convinced the Democratic top circles as well as donors and bureaucrats to oust Joe Biden from presidential race. So they started forcing him and pressurizing him. As a result, Joe Biden still was adamant. He doesn't want to go out. But unfortunately, he was blackmailed of 25th Amendment. This resulted in Joe Biden exiting the race. But that too he reported first on the tweet, not coming out for the press conference, which is very funny. As a result, he already said a week prior that he had COVID. Sounds funny as there is no COVID wave and plus he has taken lots of vaccines. That sounds bizarre. But unfortunately, Joe Biden finally gave in to the pressure. But in first hour, he said he is just thanking everyone. But just half an hour later, another tweet was posted by Joe himself that he is endorsing Kamala for president. Kamala Harris was delighted, so she enters the race. And this made lot of Democrats angry, especially the Obama faction, who still haven't endorsed her for presidency. It's very interesting to see why he is not doing that. Seems like that most of Democrats, especially the upper class people, want to oust both Kamala and Joe. They don't like either of them. And at this point of time, Republicans already have started accusing Democrats of stealing the democracy because they are saying that primary has been done. Primary voted for Joe and you removed Joe like a coup. And this is how anti-democratic party Democrat have become, just for the sake of removing Trump. It looks weird, but it is true for many people. I am neutral guy, I am watching this from Asia, which is quite bizarre because US presidential election will have a huge impact on Asia, especially Indo-Pacific region. So we are seeing how unstable and how unaccountable US government is becoming. Already Vivek Ramaswamy said that who is running the country when you have a president who can't speak, who can't talk, who can't even have a common sense of what he is doing. Sometimes talking to air, falling off the stairs of airplane frequently. This become a joke. Now let's see what Kamala Harris is doing. The moment Kamala Harris came, yes, the polls did improve and Kamala's vote increased a lot. But there are still many polls that is saying that Kamala is not able to touch the Trump. It is difficult for her to defeat Trump nationally, which is becoming tense for Democrats. Democrat is not liking it. So already she is being accused of arresting a lot of black people, plus she is accused of being soft toward illegal migrants, which is done by Republicans, of course. Trump is leaving no stone turned untouched and attacking Kamala Harris like a badass. And Kamala Harris in return is saying, as well as some media person, that accusing Kamala Harris of a DEI candidate is racist. Accusing her of being incompetent is racist. This is a very clever game in order to stop a Republican from doing any sort of criticism if they fall for it. We know Republicans are reactionary, so chance of falling for this is very high because they are never proactive, unlike the Democrats. So it's very interesting. For the first time, we are feeling like that this is more of a reality television show than of a real election. We used to see a lot of reality TV shows which is exactly behaving like this. This is first time we are watching live reality television show in real time and in real place. It will be very interesting to watch who win this November, and it will be very fun to watch. We hope that there is no violence between either of the parties. After all, whoever will win, they should lead United States and they should lead all Americans. For Asia, presidential election of America will have a huge impact because it will determine what kind of order Asia and whole world will have. Thank you. If you like the video, please press like button, and if you like this channel, do subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to comment and don't forget to share.